The secret origin of Bluetooth. You use it every day to connect your earbuds, sync your car, or transfer files. But have you ever stopped to ask, why is it called Bluetooth? It sounds more like a fantasy character than a wireless technology, and that's because it kind of is. Bluetooth's origin story isn't just about tech, it's about Vikings, alliances, and the uniting of worlds. Let's break down how a medieval king's legend turned into one of the most powerful technologies of the modern age. The Viking behind the signal. Bluetooth gets its name from a 10th century Danish king, Harald Bluetooth, Gormsson, or in English, Harald Bluetooth. He ruled Denmark and parts of Norway during the late 900s and was known for one thing: unification. Before Harald, the region was divided into tribes and clans constantly at war. But through diplomacy and force, he managed to unite Denmark and Norway into one kingdom, connecting people who had been divided for centuries. His nickname, Bluetooth, has a few theories behind it. One says he loved blueberries and had a tooth stained blue. Another that he had a dead tooth that looked dark. But in either case, Bluetooth became a symbol of his uniqueness and his power to bring people together. 1,000 years later, engineers would borrow that name to describe a technology that did the exact same thing: connect different devices into one unified network. The 90s tech war. Now let's fast forward to the 1990s, a time when every company was inventing its own short-range wireless technology. Ericsson, Nokia, Intel, and IBM were all developing ways to let devices talk to each other without cables. The problem? Each company had its own system, and none of them were compatible. Sound familiar? It was the digital version of warring tribes. So, in 1998, a coalition of companies came together to create a universal wireless standard, one that could connect phones, laptops, headsets, and computers seamlessly. They called their alliance the Bluetooth Special Interest Group, SIG, and the name Bluetooth stuck as the internal codename for the project. Why? Because, just like King Harald, this new technology's mission was to unite different factions under one banner. Harald Bluetooth united Scandinavia. Bluetooth technology united devices. The symbol that hid a secret. Here's where it gets even cooler. That familiar Bluetooth logo on your phone isn't random. It's a direct nod to King Harald. The logo is actually a bind rune, a combination of two runic letters from the Viking alphabet. Hagal equals H. Jargon equals B. Put them together, and you get HB, Harald Bluetooth. So every time you turn on Bluetooth, you're literally invoking the initials of a Viking king. It's one of the most subtle and genius brand symbols in tech history, a fusion of ancient culture and modern connectivity. From Viking lore to digital life, Bluetooth's invention changed the world in quiet but powerful ways. It didn't just remove wires, it redefined how devices communicate. Today, Bluetooth connects over 5 billion devices globally, from smartwatches to cars to medical implants. It's so embedded in our lives that most people forget it even exists. But when you think about it, it's kind of poetic. A technology named after a king who united people is now uniting devices. And, in a way, uniting us. Because every time you connect your phone to your headphones or your smartwatch to your fitness app, you're echoing the mission of a man who lived over a millennium ago. To bring worlds together. So next time you see that little blue symbol light up on your screen, remember, you're not just using wireless tech, you're activating a piece of history. A 10th century Viking king's legacy lives inside your phone, still doing what he did best, connecting the unconnected. That's the story, or rather, the theory, of how one man's legend became the foundation of the wireless world we live in today.